Wayne just confirmed that 2K26 will be the first ever 2K with zero RNG in shooting, pure greens or you miss. That's just one of the 4 game-changing mechanics I'll be discussing about. I know the whole community's been talking about all the news lately, like the city getting redesigned with more compact layout and natural park vibes. There's even rebound timing feedback now, a faster catch and shoot animation, and I'm not here to cover everything news related. Instead, I want to talk about a few key gameplay mechanics Mike Wang and the dev team dropped on Twitter. These topics really stood out to me because 2K25 was actually my first year playing 2K, and the way I play, my timing, shot selection, and how I build my player, all of that could be affected going into 2K26. So I want to break down what's changing, how it might shape my play style this year. So this first topic comes straight from a Q&A with Mike Wang, the gameplay director of 2K. Somebody asked, will there still be RNG in shooting? And Mike responded with something that honestly changes everything. Here's exactly what he said. No, there will be no RNG in shooting. There has always been some element of RNG in every past version of NBA 2K. NBA 2K26 will be the first version to feature a completely pure green window. It's green or miss. Let that sink in for a second. If your shot's not green, it's not going in. That's a huge shift, and it's gonna change how everybody plays. Again, like I said before, this is my first 2K ever, but when I look back at old content from previous years, people were still scoring even if they shot white, and I'm honestly jumping with joy that 2K26 got rid of that RNG mess. It sounds crazy to say, but this is the first version ever where it's green or miss. That's wild. When I played 2K25, I always chose high risk, high reward. If I didn't green it, I missed. I wanted that high reward, but I hated seeing people make shots on normal to low risk. Like, bro, they'd release it early, late, off tempo, and still score. Like, I despise that. I don't care if you're wide open. If you can't time your shot, you shouldn't make it. Simple. Now, there's going to be a real skill gap. If you can green, you can score. If you can't, you miss. And that's what I want to see more in this game. Actual skill. When I first started 2K25, I had to grind to learn how to green consistently. But once I locked in, I could feel the difference. I went from barely knowing my jumper to confidently pulling hop jumper threes with an 86 3-point rating. I was hitting tough shots, shifty shooter badge activated, green. That came from practice. So yeah, reading this made me genuinely happy. No RNG in shooting means we're finally getting a real skill gap, and that's a game changer for me. Alright, this next one caught my attention because it connects directly to how I personally chose to shoot all throughout 2K25. Someone asked, is there still a high low risk reward setting? And Mike responded, no. Shot and layup timing risk reward setting have been removed. Everyone will play on the same playing field in NBA 2K26. Obviously, this makes sense. If there's no more RNG in shooting, then there's really no reason for this setting to exist anymore. But here's my concern. Back in 2K25, if you played on high risk, high reward, you had legit opportunities to green tough shots. Like, I'm talking about contested jumpers, even with a hand in your face. If you timed it right, you could still make that shot. So now that everyone's playing on the same setting in 2K26, is that still going to be possible? I mean, I kind of answered my own question already. If RNG is gone, then it's all going to come down to pure timing. So even on a contested shot, if you green it, it should drop. I just hope the green window doesn't shrink to a point where contested shots feel impossible. Like, I still want that high skill reward just without the RNG, you feel me? Anyway, on to the next topic. Now, this one's nothing new if you play 2K25, but it's still worth mentioning. Someone asked, will there still be a boost for turning the shot meter off? And Mike responded, turning off the shot meter will slightly increase the size of your green window. So yeah, just like last year, this was already in 2K25, and I'm glad it's still in the game. I had my meter off all year, and it helped me learn my jumper and shoot more consistently. Anything that increases your green window, I'm all for it. Turning off the meter isn't just about getting a boost. It's one of the easiest ways to improve your shot, build confidence, and really learn your jumper. And on top of that, rewarding players with better green windows and using the animation itself instead of depending on the meter, that's always a W in my book. Glad it's staying in. Simple. Let's move on. Alright, this one got me thinking, and honestly, I'm a little disappointed. The question was, how does rhythm shooting and button shooting compare? And Mike responded, the goal was to make both rhythm and button shooting viable options with neither having an advantage over the other, but they are very different mechanics, so it's not really possible to directly compare them. Some will be much better with the button and some will be much better with the stick. Rhythm shooting is definitely more rewarding in my opinion though. Winky face. Now here's where I've got concerns. In 2K25, tempo shooting with the right stick actually meant something. You had to be precise, not just with the timing, but also with tempo and pushing timing. That created real control. That's where the skill gap was. So now that they've made it neutral, I'm disappointed. Button shooting is simple, basic. There's nothing wrong with it, but let's be honest, it doesn't demand the same level of control or focus. I really feel like using the stick should still come with a reward. I get why Mike said some players will be better with the button and some with the stick. I saw that myself. It was tougher to use tempo shooting if you had a fast custom jumper, and Mike even said he finds rhythm shooting more rewarding. So why remove the advantage? I get wanting balance, but removing the reward from something that takes more skill feels like a step backwards. When I started 2K25, I was just like everyone else, using the button, but once I took that time to learn rhythm shooting and saw how much better my shot felt, especially when I started greening consistently, that's when I knew the stick gave me an edge. Pause. Now going into 2K26, I don't know. I might stick with rhythm shooting, but only if it feels worth it. If they're truly dead even, then what's the point of grinding to master the stick again? Pause. I don't know, we'll see. Thanks for watching. I'm really excited for NBA 2K26. I'll be pre-ordering it and getting early access, so expect content as soon as it drops. I can't wait to test my unique shot creating playstyle again. Curious to see how it feels this year. If you want more update videos in August, let me know. I probably won't post much more 2K25, but thanks for being a part of this journey since I started in April. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching and sticking around. Peace. Mwah.